Okay, so I am about to head out. I had an awesome time here at the Hummingbird House. Highly recommend you stay here if you come through Paw. It's an awesome place to stay. Very comfortable. They have everything. And I am looking forward to going out though. And check this out. I'm doing a little experiment with sleeping pads. I've got 4 on there. I've got the Thermarest Z-Lite, the Thermarest Ridge Rest, and a good old 6-foot strip of Reflectix insulation. I also have the AirPad that Jane got me inside, just in case I need it. That ended up not being the one that she went there for. I think they gave her the Static V, but they didn't give her the Static V insulated. So it gets really confusing with that. But anyway, that one is only like 1.3 R value. But just in case I need to boost my R value a little bit, I'll go ahead and do it with that. Getting ready for the snow. I just got dropped off by Jim. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Teresa. And thank you especially Liza, because you are a lifesaver. I really needed to rest and edit some video, get caught up in my footage, because I have tons of footage. And I was able to get a lot done, get totally rested up. It was awesome. So thank you, Liza. And you guys, if you're gonna hike the ADT or the canal, the C&O Canal, or bike it, plan to stay at the Hummingbird House. It's awesome. I got 10.5 miles to do today until I get to the, well, that's where I'm getting off the canal, really. And then the ADT has me crossing into West Virginia officially. I was just staying in West Virginia, but I haven't officially crossed into it. By the way, this is a nice little upgrade. Footprints. After my stay in Paw, I felt fresh and seemed to be hiking stronger than ever before. Even though I was now carrying more weight than I've ever carried, my bag somehow felt lighter after getting some quality rest. This wasn't a long day of hiking, but it was somewhat strenuous, getting through the fresh snow that had fallen the night before, and it felt relatively easy. A half mile until I'm totally done with the canal, and that's right where I'm going to be crossing into West Virginia. If you can see that lock down there, that is where I officially get off the canal. There's a road right there. That's why I'm not going to camp right there. I don't like camping right by the road. But I'm going to camp over here by this lock, and it looks like a pretty good spot. And I'll cross into West Virginia in the morning, officially. Another state down, 2 states down. Tomorrow, not yet, almost. Sometimes I like to go for a little jog first thing just to warm up because my feet are so cold. And this is like the only place to run without getting my feet cold and wet in the snow. All right, so this is the last tiny little stretch of Maryland, and I'm about to cross Maryland off the list in just a couple minutes. All right, I'm officially leaving the canal right now. Goodbye, C&O Canal. Whoa, apparently you can just walk right out on the canal. Someone's right on the water. That's cool. All right, this has been a good stretch. Hard stretch, not because of the terrain, because of the lack of water. It has endless amounts of water, the whole Potomac, the canal, but it's all contaminated. It's a shame. Actually, CJ Thomas, my Facebook friend, found that you can use a Berkey sport filter, and that filters everything. Lead, chemicals, pesticides, uranium, biological stuff, viruses, bacteria, protozoa, the whole shebang. It's all, it filters it all. So I'm gonna get one of those pretty soon. She said she wanted to get me one. Oh, and look, is that a bald eagle? That's a bald freaking eagle. Right as I'm about to cross into West Virginia, I see a bald freaking eagle. It's a good sign, my friends. I'm about to go onto this toll bridge. It is the only privately owned, state-run toll bridge in the country, from what I've been told. So let's try that out. Hey there.
Hello.
Hey, do I need to pay?
No, you don't. You're free as you are.
Awesome, thank you. Have a good one. So close, so close. It's a good feeling completing a stretch like this, getting out of a state, man. Woo, this is beautiful. Almost there. West Virginia, Maryland, 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 West Virginia. Woo! I am inside of you, West Virginia, and I'm coming through you like a ghost. Welcome to wild and wonderful West Virginia. That sounds about right. Wild and wonderful.
Now that I was in West Virginia, the first order of business is to get to Charlie Simpson's house. Charlie is an ADT trail angel that enjoys hosting hikers in his extra house near Fort Ashby. I was just happy to get a warm bed. While in the dead of winter in West Virginia, I'd be happy to take a warm bed just about any chance I could get.
Alright, so I am about 2 miles away from Charlie Simpson's place. He's got a house that he's gonna let me stay in. Sounds cool. They got a wood stove. I think it'll be all mine, really. While I'm staying there, he's gonna let me just have the place. So that sounds awesome. So thank you, Charlie. Thanks for looking out. Looks like he's got the wood stove going for me already. Freaking awesome. It's gonna be nice and warm in there. Nice and toasty. He said there's vegetable soup on the porch for me as well. Here it is, guys. See that smoke coming out the top? Well, if you can't, it's coming out the top. All right, let's check it out. All right, all right, all right. Whew. Thank you, Charlie. He's not here right now, but figured I'd give him a little shout out. That's what is keeping me warm. There I am. All right. Oh, there's a bed in here. Oh, this is awesome. There's a light. All right. No light switch. All right, then this room over here has got the music going. Woo! All right, check this out. Pretty cool. It's keeping this place nice and warm. Yeah, it's cold out. It's probably like, I'm guessing like 25 maybe. Definitely 20s. Charlie came by for a bit earlier. Just show me around, show me how to work the wood stove, and just came to talk really for a few minutes and show me the ADT hiker book. So I went outside to use the bathroom, and I guess I accidentally let a cardinal into the little porch. I'm gonna have to let him set him free. Okay, little buddy. Here. Here, buddy. Over here. Look. Look. Door's open. Look. Look over here, buddy. The door's open. Go out the door, buddy. Alright, I'm just gonna leave him be because I don't want to scare him and then him hurt himself. So let's leave the door open. I'll leave both doors open. There we go. It's okay, buddy. You'll figure it out. I just realized what I need to do. I need to go out the door to show him that it's open. Hey, buddy, look. Hey, buddy, over here. Cardinal. Cardinal. There he goes. Nice. I'm leaving Charlie's place right now. And I had a nice time staying there. A really nice time. So I've been in this area for a couple days trying to upload my videos. Finally got it figured out with the help of a friend. Now I'm headed towards Kaiser.
A new friend, Mackenzie, initially reached out through Facebook and offered to help me. She ended up being kind enough to offer to help me through my upcoming stretch of West Virginia.
Just got to Mackenzie's house. Thank God she left the door unlocked for me. All right, so I just left Mackenzie's place. I was feeling really under the weather yesterday. After I hiked 17 miles the day before, I haven't been able to sleep at all. Well, I mean, I got a tiny bit of sleep, but my watch is tracking my sleep, and it's basically trash sleep. It's worthless. Very light, no REM, no deep sleep, only a couple hours. Now, Mackenzie has graciously offered to help me through this area where there's not really anywhere to camp other than potentially people's yards. So Mackenzie is going to pick me up at the end of the day today. It's going to be a short day because it snowed hard the first half of the day. So I'm going to do 8 miles. It's afternoon now. It's like 2 o'clock. So I do 8 miles. She's going to pick me up, take me back, and she'll take me back in the morning again. So we should get to do that for a few days. But she said she might have to leave town to go take care of her sheep, but that's only if they're giving birth. So anyway, looking forward to today. Feels good. My body's been feeling great lately, so glad to be out here. Feels good.
In the harshness of the West Virginia winter, it made all the difference to be able to come back to a warm bed at night. Enjoying the company of a new friend certainly helped too. Mackenzie also doubled as my tour guide. She seemed to know everything about West Virginia. She's got an agricultural degree and works for the USDA, where she helps farmers with various conservation projects. On this day, she even took me to the memorial for Abraham Lincoln's mother.
Was relocated to this spot from Patterson's Creek as a replica of the type of cabin used during the time of Nancy Hanks. To the honor of God and the recognition of all civic virtue, so long as our nation shall endure. God bless my mother. All that I am or ever hope to be, I owe to her. Abraham Lincoln.
Mackenzie wasn't able to drop me off in the morning, so her friend Jacob dropped me off where I had left off the night before. Jacob warned about my next big challenge in the coming days, Dolly Sods Wilderness. The temps can be 20 to 30 degrees colder up there, the weather can turn into a dense blizzard without warning, and there are still undetonated explosives from World War II training scattered about. This must have been my billionth warning that I've gotten about going up there, but I appreciate it. He told me, "Whatever you do, don't get caught up there at night. You have to make it all the way through."
I'm almost at the road for Dolly Sods to get into Dolly Sods, and Mackenzie just came by. I told her I had a half mile left, so she went down to the end.
Right here.
Really?
Right there.
Oh yeah.
The big white oak tree right on the branch.
Wow, so cool. Yeah, pretty soon.
I shredded this chicken already, so it has more surface area, so it's going to dry out sooner. So that's why I'm putting some mayonnaise on your sandwich, so it doesn't get so dry.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so Mackenzie just dropped me off where I left off, which is at the start of the second section of West Virginia. And that means I'm heading up into and through Dolly Sods Wilderness, which is a pretty treacherous place this time of year. I've been warned countless times how dangerous it is and to stay out of there. I've heard that before though. Heard that a lot about the High Sierra in 2017, and they were wrong. Hope they're wrong this time too, but they may not be. I'm gonna be careful. I'll turn around if I have to and take the alternate, but I am gonna try. Be damned if I'm not gonna try. Yesterday, the sun seemed to melt the top layer of the snow, which means last night it froze over. So if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get away with only using micro spikes through Dolly Sods. This area is starting to get really deep, so I decided to bust out the snowshoes. I met the guy who's been leaving the footsteps for me. He said he only got far enough to where he needs snowshoes and he turned back because he doesn't have them. So I'm gonna use them now, even though I still have his footsteps, because it's sinking in like, you know, a good 16 inches, and that's a big step for me to make every time lifting my foot out of that hole. So I think these are gonna help. All right, so this is the end of the guy's footsteps. He left the trail and cut back around, but here's the path ahead.
The plan for the day was simple. Hike up to Dolly Sods, cross it, and Mackenzie would pick me up on the other side. How hard could it be? I also had a plan B. If Mackenzie couldn't get to me for whatever reason, there was a ski house that Ann Davis set me up with that I could hike to. But it would likely be an extra mile of snowshoeing.
Woo! All right, check it out. Just came up this super steep ass slog. Check it out. Flat land. Pretty flat anyway. Not quite to the top yet. Definitely have some more incline, but I am getting there. I am getting there, but it is tough. This is a workout, man. Brutal. All right, so I made it to the start of the Blackbird Knob trailhead. This is gonna take me all the way across Dolly Sods, and it's an actual single track wilderness trail. The very first one of the ADT, at least going westbound. So I have about 4.5 hours to make it 4.5 miles. And I'm going pretty slow with these things on. I mean, it's like 1.3 miles per hour was my average for the last hour. So, not super fast, not when I'm used to going like 3 miles per hour. But I feel confident I can get through this.
The path so far had been pretty straightforward, but now that I was in Dolly Sods wilderness, things weren't so clear. The trail was completely covered in snow, so I had to practically stare at my watch's navigation to stay on course. It was a bit overwhelming at first, but I kept pushing through. It was impossible to stay on the trail 100% of the time, which made me nervous about stepping on unexploded ordinances.
Pretty grueling, gotta say. Really hard to navigate through this, pretty dense. It's not very obvious, but fortunately, with my Garmin watch, I am able to navigate the way pretty well. But I just fell totally, just ate it. My snowshoes sank deeper than usual, and I just fell over. Whew. Took a minute to get up. This is awkward with these snowshoes on. Pardon me, snowshoes. I know this isn't snow, but this is. Okay. Whew. It's freaking hard, man. Just fell for like the 5th time. Having a hard time getting up. Oh, foot stuck. The snowshoe is totally stuck behind me. Look at it loose there. Okay, there we go. Whoo! Damn it. Just gonna get my foot out. There we go. Oh man. Come on. Whoo. Alright. Man, this sucks. Yeah, it might be a rock down there. That could really hurt my butt. Could break the tailbone. But, little branch here. This is gonna be my way down. Please hold. Whew. All right, this is some tough stuff, man. Tough stuff. All right. This is some good news. I don't know what this path is. Looks like someone drug a sled through here. There's no footprints, but I don't care. Oh, this is awesome. All right, so even better than ski prints, I found snowshoe prints. Thank you to whoever you are. Picking up the pace a bit, going downhill. Hope there's not too much uphill left. Probably 2 miles left. 2 hard miles.
I found that hiking 2 miles is a lot different than snowshoeing 2 miles. Every time I felt like I had completed another mile, or at least half a mile, I'd look down at my watch and see that I'd only gone 1/10 of a mile. This happened repeatedly. Although this wasn't my longest day of hiking, this day was absolutely the hardest day of hiking in my life.
And we are. Looks like we got about 0.7 miles left, and Mackenzie should be on her way. So looking forward to getting in her truck, nice and warm. She probably has water in there. Man, I'm over this day, I tell you what. I'm glad I did it. Actually, no, I'm not glad I did it, but I will be after. Haha, regular footprint. That's a good sign. Close to the trailhead. Whew. I guess this is the trail. Oh, man.
When I started to get close to the point where Mackenzie and I had planned to meet, I only saw a snow-covered wasteland. There was zero chance she'd be able to get her truck there.
Oh man, she can't get here, dude. There's no freaking way.
And there was a little problem with the road that we had planned to meet on.
All right. Oh my God. I thought this was a road. It's a ski slope. Woo! What to do, what to do. Pretty sure Mackenzie can't get her truck here. Pretty sure about that. Back up is a ski house. It's another mile, but it's gonna be worth it. And that's this way. Holy crap. At least it's not like ultra cold. Know what I mean? All right, I see lights down there. Looks like humanity. Humanity's in the house. Whoop whoop. What up, humans? Woo! Sure wish I had skis right now. All right, so I just got to the ski house. I'm inside. It is warm already. That's awesome. This is actually the backup I was planning on for today, but because Mackenzie couldn't get to me. Don't walk indoors with snowshoes, kids. It's bad for your health. Got my micro spikes on. Hoping they get me up the hill. Treks from the ski slope back to the trail. Now we see if I need the snowshoes still. Oh yeah. I love how easy these things go on. It's really pretty awesome. cruising through this nicely. Nice and downhill so far. Should be downhill most of the way. Found these tracks here from a truck, and it's packed down well enough to just walk over it without snowshoes, I'm pretty sure. And I'm hoping I'll have this all the way down, so wish me luck. See this little truck path here? Pretty sure that's where Mackenzie bypasses the gate down there. Hard to see, but there's a gate over there, and I see truck prints over here. Pretty sure that was her. Alright, so I just got to the point where Mackenzie's gonna pick me up. This is the furthest I can go without having to get snowshoes on. And yeah, I thought I was gonna be able to get a little bit further, but it's not too bad. Only 8 miles for today. I was counting on being a full day of snowshoeing, but it ended up being a lot easier. I kind of flew down the trail, really. So now I know the 7 miles to Blackwater Falls is gonna be it's gonna suck. It's gonna be snowshoeing, so it's probably gonna be an entire day, even though it's only 7 miles. But it'll be fun. But I have to wait for a couple days to do that because the weather is about to get nasty again, and I'm not trying to kill myself.
Since I was hiking further and further from Mackenzie's place, she ended up taking me to stay at her parents' farm near Buchanan, West Virginia, which is further west. Mackenzie's slice of the farm is for sheep. She raises show lambs, whose primary purpose is to be show lambs for young agricultural students of 4-H and FFA.
Alright, so this is like a 36-hour-old lamb, and I'm about to give it a shot of something called Bosi, which is selenium and vitamin E mixed together. And this is basically just a preventative for white muscle disease. White muscle disease causes the animal to be lethargic and it's degenerative. And once they contract this issue, I know, Mama, once they contract this disease, they can't be cured. It eventually be cured to last. So this is just a simple, easy preventative. It's just one subcutaneous shot, so right under the skin, right here underneath of the shoulder, and get right back to Mama. So a little tiny needle, 20 gauge needle, right into the skin. Lamb doesn't even know it's happening. Rub it in. Let it right back to Mama. Put the coat. Yeah. Oh, baby.
This lamb.
While I was there, I even got to try my hand at wrangling sheep and drawing blood.
Anyone?
I would try to get them in a group. And then I would move in gently and slowly. Get your hands out and ready. You'll be a sheep wrangler before I'm done with you, huh? You've got a couple options here.
Alright, I got
Get her head up.
one. Okay.
Good job.
So what are you doing?
So basically I'm just trying to cut off the circulation on the jugular vein right there.
Okay.
And I'll go. Take this needle. Go in there. Rub it so it doesn't drain. And she never knows what happened.
Okay.
She's got a shadow on that. She's so big. Good job. That's enough. Get it right out. Good job. Let me see that blood. Good job.
Mackenzie's dad just dropped me off at the trail. Mackenzie has to work over in Kaiser. I took a few days off because there was bad weather over here the past few days. pretty much constant rain, but it helped a lot with the snow. A lot of the snow is gone, and what's left is kind of frozen over on top, so that's good. I can walk over it without micro spikes or snowshoes, which is good because my micro spikes broke. These are fogging up. But I ordered another pair, and they're supposed to be at Mackenzie's parents' house tomorrow, so hopefully that works out. I'm headed towards Blackwater Falls, and it's only 7 miles away. I thought that was going to be my whole day because I figured I would be snowshoeing this whole time, but so far I haven't needed them for the past like 15 minutes, and I may not need them the whole way, but we'll see. I'm glad I have them just in case though. I'll just let you guys awkwardly watch me stab myself in the eyes until I get these on. There we go. So this is how overgrown the trail is. So annoying. So I have to cross this. Not the best when it's cold. I just want to show you guys the trail. Look all around me. This is the trail. You don't see it? No? Me either. Alright, so finally am on the downhill slope. It was such a bitch getting through the past couple miles. Oh man. I did not expect to find a shelter out here, but that's exactly what this is.
There ended up being a mix-up about where Mackenzie's dad was going to pick me up, so I kept hiking along the ADT route until he picked me up. This time I hiked exactly 25 miles. Not quite as high as my PCT record of 25.5, but 25 miles was a really solid day of hiking, and my new record on the ADT.
How are you feeling?
Great. Empowered.
I'm already struggling to keep up with her. She's going like 4 miles per hour uphill. How do they feel?
Awkward. I'd rather be carrying 2 water bottles.
Really?
Or a regular walking stick made out of wood. I guess they got their I guess they got their place.
Yeah, they do.
Not for me. This used to be the railroad tracks for the trains to come across.
Oh, that makes sense. Looks like a railroad trestle or whatever.
It is. They just put wood on top of it, which is more than you usually get on old rail trails.
So, what do you think of hiking on the official American Discovery Trail so far?
I'm excited. It's very exciting.
Nice.
I've passed the Allegheny Highlands Trail like tens of thousands of times, and I've never been on it until today.
Nice. Mackenzie was just telling me something interesting about this little culvert here. That's what that is, right?
Yes, it's a culvert.
Yeah.
So, basically this is just a learning opportunity that we can't use a culvert, a constructed culvert like this in trout waters or waters of importance for wildlife, aquatic life, because wildlife in general are not going to pass through natural sediment like a river bottom and go through something man-made to get to the other side of the stream.
Corn stalks?
Mowed down corn stalks, they're dried out, they got that silver look to it with the light reflection.
Oh. I asked her what it was, she went all the way down there.
You see how much more water's here?
Yeah.
Okay, you see how this water here could get really, really high whenever we have flash flooding from the steep banks on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why this is like more designed than that little tiny culvert that we saw in the little stream that doesn't have a lot of risk of flooding.
So what are these called again?
These are called gabion baskets.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they're here, to create enough stability to support this bridge whenever we have flooding events, which is like all the time. But I don't know their license plate. Is that you? You were passing. I was like, you might not be there.
Oh my god. That's funny. Alright, so I just got to a cool little spot to camp. It's a little bit of a stealth campsite. Good morning there. I woke up a little bit ago and it's funny, this is my first night back in my tent after like weeks of being hosted and shuttled back to the trail and back and forth constantly. So it's kind of interesting because I've had a hard time sleeping for the past few weeks. Really hard time sleeping. I haven't gotten a single solid night's sleep in weeks. Every night has been very little. So this is my first night back in my tent right next to a beautiful creek, very peaceful setting, and what do you know it, I got 10 hours and 35 minutes of quality good sleep. Long and restorative sleep, my watch says. Score of 88. That's a B plus, my friend. I can handle that. I'm gonna try to do 20 miles today at least. I would like to do 30. I wanna just punch my old record in the ball sack. So, wish me luck. This would be my last time getting picked up by the Pollings, as I was getting further and further away from their house. Without having phone service, they were finally able to track me down after over 2 hours of driving. I kept hiking to keep warm because it was way too cold to sit still. I ended up breaking my all-time record of 25.5 miles by hiking 29 miles on this day. Hiking that far while the weather was warm during the day was a disaster for my feet in winter boots. I ended up ordering new hiking shoes and waiting a couple of days for them to come in before heading back out. Hello there. So I just got dropped off by Matthew Polling, and It's a pretty warm day, I gotta say. It feels great, and I have my new shoes on that are not for winter weather, which is great because they would be swamp feet by now already, even though I just got dropped off. So I'm gonna go as far as I can today. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna make it because I didn't get dropped off till afternoon. Really gotta be careful jogging down these hills, but whew, feels good. That's where I'm going. Tiger Lake State Park. Down this way. There she blows. Tiger Lake. Alright, so that truck right there, that silver truck, he just stopped by, and he is superintendent of the state park. And he knows what I'm doing. Big surprise. And he was like, man, all the campgrounds are closed, but I want to find somewhere to stick you. So he ended up telling me about a trail up here, and it was actually the one that I was looking at to go stealth camp on. And he was like, man, you can go up there on the Dogwood Trail, and in 5 minutes it's like you're in the middle of nowhere and no one's gonna see you, especially me. He's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Browning. You are the man. He's a veteran also. He was a ranger back before they had ranger battalions. Pretty interesting stuff. In the 70s, late 70s, he said.
These two trails actually meet.
Oh, okay.
Like they do here.
Okay, cool.
When you get together.
All right, yeah, I think I'll take the high ground. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, thank you, sir. All right, we'll do. All right. Glad the rain stopped, or at least took a break. Hopefully long enough to get up my tent.
If you're interested in donating to my fundraiser to support veteran suicide prevention, click the link in the description. 80% of all donations go to Warrior Expeditions, a nonprofit that introduces veterans to the world of long-distance adventuring. And 20% goes to Mission 22, a nonprofit that helps veterans in many different ways. And if you'd like to help support my hike across America, consider signing up for my Patreon. In return, you'll receive rewards such as early access to videos, access to my adventure journal, photo prints, and more. And to follow my journey more closely, make sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, as I'm able to post photos and updates far more often than I can edit video for YouTube. Thanks for watching. Take care.